Rode hard and put up wet. Exactly what it sounds like. You've been ridden hard by something and just left out the ring dry.
In the yard?
In the yard.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
You know, you get wrinkly.
Well, Sundays, too, are just kind of...
Yeah.
It's February.
It is still February, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, you were here. It was January, the world's longest January.
It was, but we actually rolled through to February 1st.
We did?
Yeah, we did.
I don't think we did.
We did, too.
It doesn't feel like it to me.
I promise.
So I flew through Charlotte, and you flew through Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have to walk a long way in Charlotte?
God knows I walked. That's why I can't hardly move today.
What gate did you fly into? She went to Chattanooga. Norfolk to Charlotte.
I think I landed in E, and I had to go to C. I don't remember, but it was a lot of walking.
A lot.
Yeah, I didn't realize Charlotte was that big until Friday night.
Well, it's almost like an octopus.
Yeah, it's like branches and stems
and
legs. And of all the airports to get lost in, I got lost in Norfolk.
How? It's not possible to get lost in Norfolk. It's like Food Line.
I told you. Well, I'd be stuck in the freezer section then. I don't even know how I missed the glass bridge, but I did. The yellow brick road would have never helped me.
Did you not see the sign that said baggage claim?
I did see it, but then it just disappeared. And plus, Josh was on the phone because he was picking me up, and he says, they won't let me park out here. I got to park in the cell phone lot. Like that tells me anything.
Oh, they always let me park out there.
Well, you must know somebody. I don't know anybody.
No, what I do is I get out of the car and I open up all the doors and I have some crap I put on the sidewalk.
Oh, so you...
Hey, Thomas. Dad. Will you go get Blair from Eloise's? Oh, hold on. No, but you know why did they always call the mothers? Huh? Why do they?
That's because I'm the mama and the daddy.
Oh, now I got to text her and tell her that Daddy will come. I tell you what, ain't nobody come to pick me up when I was little. They just told me to walk.
Dang. Well, my friends were my first cousins, so I just had to walk across the field.
In Gates?
I grew up in Murfreesboro. Well, the outskirts of Murfreesboro. So, yeah, I just walked. And if I wanted to see if Lynn, my first cousin, was out, I'd go out on the porch and whistle for her.
Whistle like how?
And if I heard that, it was like a hooty hoo.
The dog just looked.
It was kind of like a hooty hoo.
What's that mean?
It was an animal house that the cops pull up, you go, hooty hoo.
I had a go-kart. I guess I did get around on a go-kart. Yes, Nurse Gina's here on a Sunday, which is very unusual.
Well, my elbow shades on.
Mm-hmm. She was on a trip, and
still like I'm feeling there.
She agreed to come. She agreed to come today because I'm leaving on Wednesday.
Uh-huh. And I'm not too cool. And I wear my sunglasses at night. These are transitional lenses for my old eyes.
Your eyes aren't old.
I'm 55.
Well, I'm 48.
That's a whole speed limit. I guess 25 was too.
About 15.
Yeah, I reckon in the school.
Next one's coming. It's a big one.
I don't want to talk about that.
You don't want to talk about being 70?
I don't want to talk about being 60.
Really? 60. 60's all right.
No, not when you're 55, it ain't.
55 does sound a lot younger than 60.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
But think how much younger 45 sounds.
I know.
10 years really goes by quick.
It does.
And you think it matters like with babies, but it matters with all of us.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The way I figure it is that whenever I look back 5 years, I think, boy, I look good.
Yeah, I was looking at pictures of when, like 2021, and I'm like, damn, what the hell happened? Rode hard and put up wet.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah, I do notice, I'm like, wow, after I had Blair, I weighed 157.
Mm-hmm.
157. I just had a baby.
2021.
Now I weigh more than I did when I was pregnant.
I was 130.
In what year?
2001. 21. Oh. 2021, I was 130.
2021?
Yes.
That was 3 years ago.
Exactly.
What? Well, what happened?
Damn menopause.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were saying 2001.
I was at first, but no, it was 2021. Yeah.
2021. It's just 2024.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
When did you start coming here? 2022?
It was, 2022.
I don't remember any 130.
I do. I remember 128, and that was...
That's been a long time ago for me.
Mm-hmm. Sure God do. I found something was real good.
What?
I don't know. It was good, though.
Soup?
Soup.
You aged a lot during COVID. Maybe that's it. There's a big difference in 60 and 70.
Yeah.
Have you watched Who TF Did I Marry on TikTok?
No, but I've watched it on television.
You have?
Yeah.
It's a show?
Yeah. Well, it might not be called that, but I think it's Who the Blank Did I Marry. It's like folks that wake up one morning, their husband's like a serial killer or something.
Oh, that would be sad.
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't seen the Wendy Williams docuseries. You don't even know what's happening with Wendy Williams, do you?
She got diagnosed with like...
Well, look at you knowing some news.
Well, I mean, I want, and this is not to be ugly or anything, but when she was on the air, the last part, it was either she was on something or something seriously mental was going on with that woman.
Wow, what was she doing?
She would just like stare at and blank out.
Well, that must have been the stuff, right?
It must have been.
Huh.
But yeah, I was like, she couldn't get her words right, which I'm having technical difficulties with that today. I don't like 4 o'clock in the morning.
That's what time you got up. She got up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Did you sit by anybody on the plane, or did you sit in the row with one seat?
Let's see. This morning on the 6 o'clock plane from Chattanooga to D.C., I had the whole row to myself.
Really?
Yep. There was only a few of us on that plane. No, from D.C. to Norfolk, there were a lot of people, and there was this nice young gentleman sitting beside me. And I think he was with the nice young gentleman sitting beside him in the opposite aisle seat.
Oh.
And yes, on the way down there, it was 3 wide, and I always pick window seats just because I want to see.
You do? Oh, I pick aisle. I might have to go to the bathroom.
I might want to see if this joker starts shaking, I can help diagnose what's wrong with his plane.
Now, I will tell you, so when I was gone, since you've come the last time, I went down to Florida to see my parents. That was soon after you came.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we get on the plane and they're like, oh, we're landing in 20 minutes. I look down and I don't see Miami. I see nothing. Well, it looked like where you get on those airboats and fly around and look for gators.
Mm-hmm.
And
you were over the Everglades.
Yeah, I was in the Everglades. Well, I was by a window. Well, I was looking down there and these people said, oh, we're, it's Miami. I said, we ain't in any Miami. I don't know where we are, but we're not going the right way. And then for 15 minutes, I'm telling everybody around me, like you, we got problems. Well, then the pilot says, well, we got problems.
Oh, Lord.
They've closed the Miami airport. So we're headed back to Saint something on the West Coast, which is what I saw. I saw the Everglades. And this was real sneaky. This was genius. He said, and Miami wants us to wait to land, but we don't have enough fuel.
Well, that's just great, Captain Spock.
Well, if somebody tells you they don't have enough fuel, you don't argue with what the plan is.
No.
Right? Like I would have been annoyed if he had said, well, I don't feel like waiting.
Right.
Well, then you're like, yes, let's go find fuel.
Let's go.
I don't care if we got to go to Texas, wherever you want to go. You were in Fort Myers. Thank you, Mary. I was in Fort Myers.
Put this joker down somewhere, please.
Yeah, the storms, the terrible, terrible storms. So we sat in Fort Myers, and then we got back up, and then but it was about a 5-hour deal by the time it happened. Oh, but there were these people behind me having a big fit over it.
Oh, no.
Because they were trying to go to the Caribbean on vacation.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, stopping over in Fort Myers is better than stopping in the Everglades and get eaten by an alligator.
Well, that's what I said. I said the same thing to them.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you rather land
safe
alive than land out here?
Exactly.
I mean, and it's a thunderstorm. Like,
exactly.
Ain't nobody can do anything about a thunderstorm.
Set this joker down somewhere and let's just, okay, thank you, Lord, let me land.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just got to get over yourself.
Exactly.
Well, they got mad at me because I turned around and told those people they had a lot to be thankful for.
Exactly. At least you going on a vacation.
Yeah. I said, why hadn't y'all been? She said, it's been 20 years. It's just on and on and on. Does Amos collect trading cards from the Delta pilots? No. He's not interested in that kind of thing. Who is Gina and what is that tube? Gina is my nurse and this tube is my medicine.
Oh, look at them dark circles, Adrian.
Where?
Right in my eyes. Look at it. Look on your
They look good.
Put them right down.
Nurse Gina didn't usually come on Sundays. We're just on a different schedule. No, so now you got to work 6 days this week. You'll be real tired by next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to the Bahamas.
That's trifling.
I got to put on a bathing suit.
Well, you know what?
What?
Just do it.
Yeah, what did you say? I said something about North Korea. I told those people they should be glad they weren't in North Korea and going on vacation.
Amen.
It is a big ship. The Salamander 3000? That's right.
And it's completely old.
Does Gina fly in to see you?
I feel like it. I did today.
She flew in 2 wheels. Yeah?
It was built in old times.
It was built in the old times?
Yes.
Okay.
It was built in old times.
Yeah. So we have Amos here and then Big Thomas is here. And he came up for a few minutes. Didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He's pretending to be busy downstairs. I asked him to pick up some Legos and he did it a while and then he just stopped. He went on down. He says he claims he's doing CLEs. That's when you watch like TV shows on the computer to get credit for something. So I spoke in Savannah and people got seats. I don't know if they got any CLEs from me though, talking. They got CLE. I was at a conference where people got CLEs. Teachers. Bunch of teachers. What else? What's the weather going to be like this week? I heard snow.
I have no idea.
A lot of snow Tuesday.
Really?
No.
I don't know. I know it was cold this morning. I got on that little plane. I've never before had to go out on a plane and walk on the actual tarmac to climb up into the plane.
Was it like a ladder?
It was a little plane. Yeah, it was like
stairs.
A small little. It was a small little runway. Yeah, and that's when I began to pray. I'm like, to be sure, Jesus, this ain't what I'm getting right to get on. To be sure, I was.
Did you pray out loud or quiet?
I prayed right quiet, and I peeked out the window because it was still dark. I said, and I had on that coat, and it zips all the way up here, and the hoodie comes down, so I just look like a big white Pac-Man shut up in my cocoon. I was sitting there mumbling me a prayer too.
Pac-Man. They probably thought you were dangerous looking.
I was cold. My ankles like froze to death.
How cold was it there? It's not that cold.
It was 30 degrees. Yeah. And I had to walk on that tarmac, and ain't nobody like start the plane up to get that joker warm. It was cold.
Did they turn all the lights off when you got flying?
Yeah. It was dark.
They've done that on every plane I'm on. It's like they want to pretend that it's nighttime so they don't have to bring you a drink or a snack.
They pulled a little buggy down, but I stayed in my cocoon.
You didn't even have a drink?
I was trying to take a nap because it was like an hour and 45 minutes. I'm like, maybe if I could get a nap. I couldn't sleep. My brain was too busy judging all the dips.
The guy beside me ordered a Sprite and vodka. Never had that.
That's good.
I've never had it. I said, is that good? And he acted like he couldn't hear me.
Oh.
I don't think he wanted to talk. Do you talk to the people beside you?
No.
I do.
Mm-mm.
So you just wear that big old hood over yourself?
I do. I turn into, unless somebody says something. I had somebody real chatty sitting beside me, like my first time flying. I'm like, whoa. Oh, and there was this one guy on the plane from flapping Charlotte to Chattanooga, row 3, seat F by the window. And he would not shut up talking. And he had one of those voices that sounded, I even tried to plug my ears because I didn't have no earbuds or nothing. And I'm like, this.
You put your fingers in your ears?
I did.
Like what? Let me see.
Because his voice was getting on my nerves so damn bad.
What did he say?
I don't know. He talked the entire hour that we were in that plane. Hour and 20 that we were in that plane. He never shut up running his damn mouth.
See, that's why you should sit in the aisle. Because if you're in the aisle, you can turn your head somewhere else.
Well, I wanted to pluck him in the back of the head. And I decided I might get kicked off. So, I mean, he was way over yonder. 2 rows up over there.
Oh, I thought you meant he was sitting beside you.
No. That's what I'm saying. He was 2 rows up that way. I'm over here this way. And that's how loud he was talking.
Who was he talking to?
His seat buddy.
See, I thought he was talking to you when you plugged your ears while he was talking.
No. No, because I'd have told him, you got to hush. My nerves are bad. And you know we're in the main cabin. We can't be getting no drinks. You need to hush. Lord,
you can get drinks in the main cabin.
I wasn't going to pay for no daggone
But
drink.
you have to pay.
I wasn't going to do it.
I'm going to see if I can get you a gift card.
I wasn't going to do it, but that man did get on my last gut nerve.
What was he saying? You don't even know?
I mean, it was light enough that you could hear him talking, but you couldn't understand what the hell he was saying. And I'm thinking, there's no reason why I am sitting on seat 5A and hear you on seat 3F.
There are these people behind me, and they had 4 kids, maybe.
Oh, jeez.
And a baby that was, I mean, you know, I'm not going to be mad about a baby, but the baby was loud. That baby, and I said, you ought to give that baby a bag of Cheetos. I got a bag to keep that thing. Well, the baby was, well, then they talked incessantly, and they hand the baby back and forth. And it's like they like to hear themselves talk.
That's what this guy
and they're talking about chargers and things are dead. And then the mother starts talking about how they're going to get this new puppy.
Oh, no.
And how they love to travel, and this is the last trip they'll take. And I think I turned around and said, "You're nuts." I mean, why would you get... And then this other woman had a dog with her. She had just flown to pick up the dog. I said, "Well, what kind of dog is it?" "It's a pointer spaniel retrieving German
Shepherd
la la loopsy." I mean, and then they were letting everybody hold it. It was bizarre. Oh, and then in Norfolk, there was a man with not in Norfolk, in Savannah, there was a man with a cat on a leash.
I saw a man with a cat in one of them little bubble things.
What do you mean a bubble thing? A bubble?
One of those pet carriers that looks like a bubble with the air holes in it. And a little yellow cat riding with his friend. Sitting on top of the man's little rolling bag. That kitty cat was going on the trip.
Well, this man looked like he lived in the airport.
Well, maybe.
He had the cat on a leash, and he was letting it take a dupe right in the Ficus Street in the middle planter in the airport.
God.
And he knew everybody working in there. What was he doing?
I don't know.
And then these other people, I went to, did you see Bad Daddy's Burgers in Charlotte? Since C.
No.
It's real good.
Maybe I did. I went to the Mexican restaurant there, tequila, or something like that. They didn't even drink no tequila.
Well, I had a Coke, but these people had a dog. Now, let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if you go out to eat,
Mm-hmm.
yes, I have a port. Do you think cats can be service animals? They cannot. You can't just make shit up like that. They cannot be service animals.
They can be emotional support.
Legally, only dogs can be service animals. It used to be many ponies could. Now that's done. Now you could pretend a cat is your service animal, or it could act like one, but they are not recognized legally as a service animal. These people had a dog. The woman had the dog in her lap at the restaurant while she was eating inside. Mm-hmm. Do you think that's weird?
I had a friend that had a service dog, and that dog would go. Dog had better manners than most kids.
Well, no, I don't mind. We take the service dog, but the deal with the service dog is the service dog can never be in a chair. The service dog should always be under the table.
This dog's at the booth.
Yeah, that's not.
Okay.
That's not the law.
Okay.
Like, what if you told me the dog ate with a fork? It's a dog.
Right. I don't know. Sarah's cat can beg now. Never seen a cat beg. The cat got up on its hind legs and did this.
Tiptoe does that.
And wanted avocado. The cat ate avocado.
You know how Thomas pronounces avocado?
Mm-mm.
Avocado.
Big Thomas a little Thomas.
Big. Avocado.
Is that the correct way? And we just say
No, he just likes to say stuff wrong and says it till you acknowledge it. Avocado. Well, this person had a dog in her lap while she was eating.
Mm-hmm.
This young couple. And then she was standing up to leave. Now, this is a dog, like a smaller than Honor, but not tiny, like a doodle dog. Mm-hmm. And then she got up to leave, handed the dog to the boyfriend or husband, because they wouldn't let the dog go on the floor. So I bet the waitress, who wasn't my waitress, but another waitress, I said, I bet you $20 you won't go over there and ask those people if they have children. She marched herself right over there. She was like you. She said, oh, look at that. Do you all have children? I mean, I was dying. They were like, no. Like, that was a shock. She said, you don't have to pay me. I said, oh, yes, I do. I bet you. She was brave.
Very brazen.
Brazen. My cats are not emotional support. They drive me crazy.
They're my emotional support animals.
Your cats are?
Yours and mine. All cats.
Mm-hmm. She loves a cat.
Well, you know, there's a cat cafe in Chattanooga. You can go in and there's like 30 cats there, and they get all in your lap while you're drinking coffee. And
Do you eat in there?
yeah, it's a cat cafe.
Eat? Like soup?
Whatever they fix.
Did you go there this weekend?
No, I didn't. I didn't see the sign until we were going past it, but we already had an agenda.
Yeah, you would love a cat cafe.
I would.
You basically have your own cat cafe.
I do every day.
Maybe you should charge people to come into yours.
And rub the kitties.
There's a cat cafe in Norfolk.
See?
Oh.
They will calm your nerves. I think nothing like a cat purr. It's very soothing. You should have saw my babies wanting to get in my lap and purr when I got home. I laid down with them, here they come, making biscuits and purring.
Gina has a lot of cats.
I do.
Are you still doing your Ozempic? Why does it look like I'm not? You did?
Yes.
Good. We're just chitty chatting.
All we have to do is find her.
Okay. Yep. We'll be around. Tonight, I have my friend Kate Swenson coming on. And we have trifecta mom night. But Carrie is in the Caribbean or something. Somewhere good. There's a cat cafe in Raleigh. Oh, Mary Scott said Chapel Hill's got one too. Yeah.
See? I could open one in Gates County.
If you open it up, I'll share the grand opening.
Okay.
Where are you going to put it?
In my house. That way, yeah.
Hey, look, I found her.
I'll just get that.
I want you to build the big
Keurig
screen, your big screen.
I want to build
room.
one too, but I think I might overwhelm Jamie at times.
That's her boyfriend. My cat is a therapy cat for seizures and heart. Well,
Really?
that's good.
See, they are useful.
Well, I'm not saying that they can't be. I'm just saying that the American with Disabilities Act doesn't
Recognize them.
recognize cats as service animals. My cat tells me off all the time. Were you talking about Paco's, tacos, and tequila
No, it was just a long word that looked like tequila with some extra
in Charlotte?
alphabet. Yeah, in Charlotte. Tequila way or something. I don't. By that time, I was starving, had the heartburn so bad, and all that stuff at one
Then
time.
why did you go to Mexican if you had heartburn?
Because I really wanted it, and I wasn't thinking, but it did help. I just needed something on my belly.
Oh, they had Chick-fil-A there too.
I was going to walk wherever Chick-fil-A was. I was tired of walking. Just like this morning, I was in Washington for 2 hours, and my plan was to walk and get breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
I made it as far as the Starbucks, and I got tired of dragging that darn bag around because you can't just leave your bag.
It is. I do. It is some pain.
Yeah, I got to get me one with a roller instead of that overnight bag that I use.
Oh, you don't have a rolling suitcase?
The one I have is too big, so I need like one for, because I pack very light when I go like to see Sarah for a couple of days.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have one, but mine, I like the kind that rolls that like stays upright. Mine, you have to bend to roll.
Oh.
Because then you see other people will have 2 bags, like a little bag.
Yeah, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I saw that at a store, but it was real expensive. I don't have one. Mm-hmm. Turks and Caicos where Carrie is. So anyway, Kate is coming on tonight at 8. Yeah. 15 p.m. Okay. See y'all tomorrow, subscribers. See you before that.
Bye.
She has a Leanne, that's
The
Gina's
spin-a-night
daughter.
bag.
Spin-a-night bag.
I do have a
SPINNANIGHT.
I'm finally done building a mini bigger stamping and pieces stamping the vehicle.
Yay.
A mini finger at the piece stamping vehicle is a machine full of
Something.
stuff.
Goodbye.